Again, successful investors, successful traders, the best in the world, they don't care about these moves, right? They're zooming out. They're looking at years away, right? How are we going to make money throughout the next year? How are we going to survive, right? So just consider all the things I'm saying. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin Svenson, and today we're going to be talking about the price of Bitcoin. I also want to discuss a major issue that I've seen in the crypto community for a while now, and I want to talk about creating a perspective change for all you market participants out there. If you want to survive in the crypto market, there's a lot of important ideas that you need to understand. So looking at the crypto market right now, Bitcoin was up the other day, and then yesterday we dumped, right? Every time Bitcoin sees a major move, a lot of people that I see on YouTube, on Twitter, have a really strong, sensitive, emotional reaction to that move. And this could be a result of leverage trading. The simple fact is, if you tell me that you're a leveraged trader, then I can make the determination that there is at least an 80% chance that you are not a successful trader in the long term. And this is statistically true. You guys should realize that the crypto industry, the crypto market, the way that it's set up is very different from other industries. The access that people have in this market to leverage is beyond anything else you can find in any other types of markets. The exchanges within the crypto industry are predators. They are predators. They want you to take high leveraged positions so that they can keep squeezing you out of your position and make money on your trades. They want your fees, guys. They want you to take high leverage. And recently, with the way that Bitcoin's price has been behaving, if we look at the chart right now, we've seen, Bitcoin dumping, Bitcoin pumping, Bitcoin dumping, Bitcoin pumping, right? And every time Bitcoin makes a move recently, people start freaking out and they start calling for really low prices or really high prices. And this mindset is so bad. It's so toxic. And on this channel, I mainly focus on the long term, right? I discuss short-term stuff because it's interesting, it's pretty entertaining, right? But the focus that I have on this channel is the long term. If you're trading in this market right now, and especially if you're on exchanges and you're using leverage, and these pumps and these dumps are really hurting you and they're really affecting you, you need to stop and rethink everything that you're doing, and you need to rethink your entire mindset. A lot of people have been getting really emotional about these little swings that we're seeing here on the 4-hour chart. These little dumps, these little pumps, these little dumps. And they are little, right? Let's zoom out real quick. And if you're looking at the weekly chart, this depiction you see, this small downward sloping channel and sideways price action, this depiction I made 2 weeks ago, I've had this exact drawing on the chart for 2 weeks, right? And everybody always, they look at Bitcoin in the short term, and every time it pumps and every time it dumps, they make these insane calls where Bitcoin's going to go to 8,000 or Bitcoin's going to go to 13,000 now, right? But in reality, it's more likely that Bitcoin might just trade sideways within a range. And that's what we've been talking about here. You need to step back. You need to look at things from a bigger picture. And you also need to develop patience, because things do take time. And every time Bitcoin sees a dump or a pump, that doesn't mean that we're about to do something crazy. Sometimes it means that we're just going to continue to trade sideways. A lot of people in this community really need to start zooming out and looking at the big picture. If you're worried about Bitcoin's price from a day-to-day basis, right? Bitcoin goes up, Bitcoin goes down, and you're worried about these moves, I'm pretty sure you're not going to do that well in the long term. The top investors in the world, on Wall Street, and in Bitcoin even, the best investors, the best traders are the ones that are long-term focused, right? They're not, you don't see Warren Buffett pulling up his leverage trading platform, trading every swing and hoping to catch every move. That's just not that's not what successful people do. There are some traders that are very good at day trading. There are day traders out there that are very experienced, they're very proficient in it, and they do make a lot of money. I'm not saying it's not possible. It's just that most people are definitely not cut out for it. If you look at Bitcoin from the big picture and the incredible performance that we've seen throughout the last 2 halving cycles, and even this halving cycle, Bitcoin's performing really well. I personally don't see what's so attractive about taking leverage positions and trying to trade little swings and trying to outperform the market. Guys, you can't outperform Bitcoin as a trader, right? If you're short-term leverage trading or just trying to beat the market, you can't. I promise you can't beat it. Being a trader does not mean short-term, right? You don't have to be a short-term trader. You can be a position trader. You can be a long-term trader and still be considered a trader, guys. Maybe here and there you'll catch a nice gain on a nice position and you'll make hundreds of % on Bitcoin using high leverage, and that's great. But in the long run, you're probably not going to outperform the market. And in the long run, you're probably better off focusing on long-term moves, the macro trend, rather than just these short-term moves. This is just something that I wanted to discuss today because, Bitcoin in the short term right now, I mean, we're kind of just bouncing around, not really doing all too much. And this is actually exactly what we've been talking about on this channel for the past few weeks, this exact scenario, really. And a lot of people, they see my titles and they see my thumbnails, and I talk about being bullish on Bitcoin, and every time Bitcoin sells off, they say, look, you were wrong. It doesn't matter if Bitcoin sees some downside tomorrow, today, the next day, whatever, next week. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin long term as it stands right now. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin even if we see a dump, and my mind is not changing because of that, right? And I think it's funny that people judge what I said based on my titles and my thumbnails, and if they just watch the video, they'd realize that I'm talking about the long term here. I'm not talking about each pump and each dump. Again, successful investors, successful traders, the best in the world, they don't care about these moves, right? They're zooming out. They're looking at years away, right? How are we going to make money throughout the next year? How are we going to survive, right? So just consider all the things I'm saying. I really felt the need to make this video and address this whole issue that I see within the crypto community, within the crypto industry. As of right now, not much has changed. And as I've been depicting for the last couple of weeks here, we're pretty much doing what we've been talking about for the last couple of weeks here. And nothing has really changed. I think we could just be trading sideways above the 21-week EMA for a while and continuing to be bullish this year. But anyway, guys, that's really all I wanted to talk about today. I hope you got value from this video. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to get at here. And if you like this video, definitely hit the like button. Share it with your friends who may be suffering from this crypto disease. And definitely subscribe, like the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.